Yeah, one more OOPS concept we're going to discuss in this video, that is encapsulation. Okay, encapsulation is something like it is used for wrapping up of your data and code together. Okay, whatever the data you are having plus whatever the code you are having, it is going to wrap it up. Okay, so encapsulation is something like you are going to combine the data and code together to perform the data hiding. Okay, to perform the data hiding we need to use the encapsulation concept. Okay, by using data hiding, so you're going to provide the security to your data. That is possible by using the code. So wrapping up of your data and code together is nothing of encapsulation. Okay, you are wrapping up of both your data and as well as your code. How you are going to use your code along with the data to provide the data hiding and all, we will see here. Okay, any class you can take, we are going to have the private members will be there. For example, private members in a class. Okay, private members in a class, as I told you, in access specifiers, which is accessible only within the class. But I want to access outside the class any private data or private methods. It is not at all possible. Not at all possible to access the private members in other class. Its scope is only within the class. But I want to access from outside. Okay, so only to the particular members I want to give the access. Then we need to use the, in Java, setters and getters we need to use. To provide the data hiding to the your data and all within your private members, private data, you want to give access to the who are having authorization. For them only you want to give the access. That is possible. You can use setters and getters to set your data as well as to get your data and all. That is possible only with what? Setters and getters we are going to use. Who are the authorized persons will be there. They can able to set the data and they can able to get the data. Now we will see how to use the private data members, how we can access from outside of the class and all. Okay, perfect. So let me create a new class here. So I'm giving its name as encaps example. Okay, encapsul example I am taking. Fine. Okay, so I'm going to have another class. I'm going to have another class here. Okay, I'm going to have another class, or in the same class, for example, within the class I can access, right? But outside of the classes I want to, for example, okay, within this class only, let me assume I don't have this public static void main. Let me make it as my private string name I am taking. It is a private variable. Similarly, I want to, this is a private variable. One thing sure that we cannot access it from outside. But I want to give access to set name in runtime. For the authorized people. Authorized people, they can set the name. How they can set the name? Public void set name method I am going to create here. They can pass whatever the name they want. Okay, they can pass the name whatever they want. Then I can set it this dot name equal to name I can set. Okay, please try to understand carefully here. What method? It is a private variable. Its scope is only to this particular class. I am setting in the same class only. I am setting whatever the value I am sending from outside. Similarly, I want to get the value of it. Get the value of it. How we can get it, guys? How do they get the value of it? Public. I want to return string type of data. I'm writing one more method here, get name. I'm returning this value. I'm just return name. Guys, can you observe carefully here in this class what is happening? So it is a private data only, but you are accessing from the outside. But whom you can able to access? Who are able to create the object for this class? They can able to set it and they can able to get the data from it and all. Okay, so like that is how it is going to use. For example, I have another class also. Let me create. I have another class. Okay, I have another class here. Sorry, I have another class, example 2. Okay, I want to create the object for that class. Okay, I want to create the object for the first class. See, you can save this class first. You can save it. Okay, I am having the private data member only here, but I want to set it in runtime and I want to get the data in runtime. But whom can set the data? Who are having access to this particular class? They can able to access this data and all. Try to observe carefully here, guys. I want to get this data. How I can create a data? First, let me create a object for it equal to new object I am creating successfully. Okay, so first I am going to set my name. I want to set my name as Venkata Krishna. I want to set my name. Whoever can able to create the object, they can able to set this value. In other classes and all, I want to use this value in other classes. Okay, in other classes and all, I want to use this value just by, you can create the object and get name. This method you can call. That's it. See how it is displaying. In other methods and all, wherever you want to use it, just my name is, okay, like this way. You can get name method will be helpful for us. So that is the use of setters and getters, guys. Okay, see, though it is a private data member in this class, you are setting and you are getting the data. So it means that this is the data member, this is your code, whatever you have written. So combining this data and your methods is nothing but encapsulation. What is the mean for encapsulation? It is mainly for the data hiding or data controlling will happen with encapsulation. You can control the data. See, somebody is setting the data here, or somebody else in other classes and all, they can access this value. But whoever is authorized, for them only this way data will be accessible for them. So, okay, so you want to restrict your data. See, my name I am getting successfully. So you want to restrict your data, or you want to hide your data, not to show to the others in the project and all. Okay, you want to provide data hiding, then you need to go for encapsulation. Okay, encapsulation is something like this format, like you are having private data members and public methods may be there in your class, but you want to set the value or you want to get the value in runtime for the for the authorized people. So then we need to go for encapsulation to control your data or to hide your data. Okay, that is possible by using what, guys? That is possible by using setters and getters. What is the setter and getter here? This is your setting method, this is setter, and this is your get method, so it is getter. I can call it as this is a setter, you are setting your data, and this method is what, guys? This method is a getter method. So this is how we can implement setters and getters to hide or control your data in Java. Okay, so that's all for this video. Thank you so much.